before the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Ammon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth might be small, but it is mighty. Seating 46,000 fans, the purple smoke, the engine horn blaring, the Frogs get it going on game day in Fort Worth. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas Tech's offense will be first on the attack. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like, they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He'll try it again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
It's third down, and the line to gain is to 36. Looks as if he's going to run it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. That's caught. It's Carter. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Running inside. It's Dickey. There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense...
Snags it, and he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down instances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pulls it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Craig. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That's reeled in, it's small. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coach...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. To throw again. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
What a fantastic route that time.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He took it all the way back, and not only that, they tie the game on the defensive 2-point conversion. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. Got it behind the line. It's Eakin. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Williams. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They go back to the hot hand. They fed him on this drive. They want to get touches to their wide receiver, the guy that can really change the game with his speed on the outside. Nice job being aggressive in the red zone. I say aggressive, getting to the edge quickly with that little touch pass, get it to your playmaker, and letting him get a little bit of yardage.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Here's Joyner. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He'll try to tack on one more. Scanning the field. Now the kicker's going to throw it. Hard-hitting tackle. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Motion from the wideout. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in. It's Carter. At midfield, he's got room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Williams. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Snags it, and there's running room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally eventually knocked down at the 26. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch.
Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
It's complete to the left.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. To the air, it's Craig. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in 3rd and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it and they had to punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect your quarterback.
And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Carpenter. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Here's the heat. Trying to escape and get it. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback keeper. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 2nd down and short. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Back to throw, it's Craig. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his man. It's Joyner. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Going to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here to start the 3rd quarter, Texas Tech running out of the locker room right now. You can sense that they have got a renewed energy and focus. They have been a terrific team when they're down this season, and they have a look in their eye right now that lets me know they're ready to start making a comeback here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Payne. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to throw, it's Craig. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he scores! Touchdown, TCU!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Flips it out to the back. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The running back has it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop.
Caught, and he's got room. Ram, oh my goodness, he's still moving. He's at the tap, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. There's some room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside. It's Dickey. Makes it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Dickey. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
The Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run inside, it's Payne. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the option. He breaks and runs through another one. Got the 1st down. Touchdown, TCU! Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Dropping back, it's Craig. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Small. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. He wants to throw it again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. A great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a 1st down and protect this lead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. finding some room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. TCU calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Finds his man. He's down right there, and let the celebration commence, because that one ought to do it. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. Pocket breaking down. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The Red Raiders will try to pick it up on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Gets it into the end zone. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to pass. It's Craig. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have